What up, those sports fans? Welcome back to another episode of AwwDacity Sports. It's your favorite host, J2DaR, and I'm back with your favorite co-host, Miss NikkiC.
What up, y'all?
And we're back to give you guys these hot topics this week. So, but before we get into these topics, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that share button so that way you guys can help me grow this channel. Appreciate everyone's helping that with that. So appreciate everyone so much. So what we got first?
The Lions lose to the Bills 48 to 42, and the injuries just continue to pile up. Can the Lions still make the Super Bowl?
Man, it's going to be kind of rough, and here's why. I mean, I feel it's rough because these injuries are one-sided, right? All these injuries happen to be on our defensive side of the ball. I mean, again, we just lost Ali McNeil, who just came back, and now he's gone. We just lost Carlton Davis with a fractured jaw. David Montgomery just went out with I think an ankle injury. But we were still able to keep this game close and only lost 42 to 48. So, I mean, that is a testament to what we can do. But I got a lot of faith in my team, man. But when you look at that defense, man, losing Zion, losing Hutch. I know we got Kewan Alexander back there for the help, but it just seems like there's not enough depth to fill these voids, right? So it's going to be a tough fight. I feel we can do it, but let's look over these stats. Look at Josh Allen's stats. He went 23 for 34, 362 yards, 2 touchdowns, and finished with a rating of 122.4, which is extremely great. Threw no interception and was not sacked 0 times, which means I wonder about the pressures and how much pressures we really put on him. But then I'm looking at the rushing game, and man, we really don't give up a lot of rushing yards, which is totally weird. But this game, right, we literally gave up 105 yards to Cook alone. 65 yards to Allen by himself. So what are we doing there in the rushing on the defensive side of the ball? Again, injuries are piling up. That's what the real issue is. We look at Detroit's side. I mean, wow, we threw the ball a lot. And when I say we threw the ball a lot, we threw the ball a lot. Holy crap. It's almost like we abandoned the run, because when I tell you these rush numbers for Gibbs and Montgomery, even though he did get injured in this game, you're going to understand why we kind of abandoned the run. Jared Goff went 38 for 59. 59 pass attempts? 59? Mm-hmm. What are we doing? Mm-hmm. We got Sonic and Knuckles. Run the ball. Oh, that also explains why he put up 60 points in fantasy football league.
Yeah.
Jared. Right, threw for 494 yards and 5 touchdowns, sacked 3 times. Finished with a quarterback rating of 118, right? But you look at at Jahmyr Gibbs. Well, no, let me back this up. Let me look at David Montgomery before, because remember I said he got hurt, right? David Montgomery got hurt earlier in the game. He had 5 attempts for 4 yards. 4 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs had 8 attempts for 31 yards. Either Buffalo's pass defense was that great, or we just abandoned the run.
It's a little bit of both.
This is no shot at Ben Johnson, because I think Ben Johnson is a great offensive coordinator. I want to be very clear about that. And I'm not abandoning my team at all. But this is kind of what happens when you play a team with one who probably didn't have any defensive injuries, which from what I've seen they didn't. But then, too, if you figure out what we're going to do, which is really run the ball, then we can almost be stopped. Oh, man, this game really hurt. I really wish we'd have won it. But I was already told by Miss Nikki that since Buffalo lost their last game and it was a high-scoring game, they were out for revenge. Well, they got it. They got it, and here we are. Yeah. So what's next on the topics?
All right, so Atlanta is ready to make a QB change. Coach Raheem Morris is going with the rookie Michael Penix Jr. I'm here for it.
About time. It's about time, Coach. What was taking you so long? I'm gonna ask you that. Kirk Cousins right now got Atlanta sitting 7-7. which isn't bad. But I mean, in his last 5 games, Kirk Cousins threw for 1 touchdown and 9 interceptions.
Can't win games doing that.
Well, this supposed to be regular season Kirk. I don't understand. I mean, we would normally see these type of numbers from Kirk Cousins in the playoffs, but to see him doing it in the regular season, it's kind of scary. But I'm actually curious to see what Michael Penix can do. Right? I seen what he can do in college, right? Only because of when he played my Michigan Wolverines, right? So I know what the young man can do. I seen what he can do over there when he was over there in Washington. But playing in the pros, and can your game translate from college to the pros is 2 different things.
Right.
See what happened to Bryce Young. Even though Atlanta is a totally different franchise, right? And is a better franchise than Carolina. Sorry, Carolina Panthers fans. I'm sorry. Sorry, but it is what it is. And maybe because I got a second bias to Atlanta too, because that always felt like home too.
Yes.
Right? But I believe in this young man. So let's see what Michael Penix can do. I got faith in him.
Me too.
Let's open up this offense, because you got to think about it, man. You got weapons over there. I mean, you got Drake London. You got Kyle Pitts. You got Bijan Robinson. You got freaking Tyler Algier, the other running back they have, right? So they got numerous of guys over there. He ain't afraid to take the shot, right? He's either going to be the CJ Stroud, or he's going to be the Caleb Williams of Atlanta. This is what we got. But you got to give these young guys a shot.
Yeah, I'm wishing the best for Michael. I hope he turn up.
I got all my fingers crossed for Michael Penix again, only because he's in my second favorite team. Yeah, I do have a second favorite team. It happens to be Atlanta. Everybody just found out on episode 20 that my second favorite team is Atlanta. Gee whiz, guys, let it go.
ATL, hope.
Yeah, definitely A-Town, stay down. Right? What's next on the topics?
All right, so looking forward to the NFL draft. Shedeur Sanders said he'll be fine wherever he lands. I know that's right.
He's going to be fine wherever he lands? So is he going to be fine? Wait, how you going to be fine wherever he lands when you got Deion saying, I'm going to pull an Archie Manning and my son's not going to go to certain teams? So let me ask you this. Are you going to be fine if that team is the Giants, Shedeur? Really? Because we know the Giants are definitely one of those teams. I mean, again, I understand the comment about the Raiders, because, again, your mentor, Brady, is over there. Mm-hmm. And guess what they keep talking about there over there with the Raiders? Tom Brady is going to have a say-so if they draft a QB, but they claim they're not going to draft the QB. Guess what I call? Bullshit. I'm over 5 minutes, so now I can cuss. Bullshit. At the end of the day, do I think the Raiders won't Shedeur Sanders? Absolutely. But do they want him with that coach? No, they don't. So again, I keep having these thoughts about things happening, and sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. And then one of my favorite lines from Bad Boys, hey, my shit always works sometimes. This time I think the perfect fit is, hey, you bring him, you bring his dad who got the clout, and let's see what happens. I mean, it already feel like AP done lost the locker room already. Yeah. So why not just go for it? What do you got to lose, Raiders? If I was y'all, I'd say, like, look, man, hey, if I hire your dad, would you come play for us? That's how I would approach this situation.
Maybe he may be at a point in his life where he want to be coached by somebody else other than Deion.
If that was the case, then why did he follow his daddy to Colorado? He could have stayed at Jackson State.
Well, his daddy brought him along as a part of that package deal.
If he wanted to be coached by somebody else, he could have stayed at Jackson State.
It's just a hypothetical.
Nah.
It's just a hypothetical thing.
Nah. Because, you know, it's going to be different. It's going to be protections. And why not come into the NFL with your dad? I mean, shit, LeBron and his son did. Why not
But
be
Shedeur can prove himself.
Why not
baby.
be the first father and son, player and coach in history? I mean, hurry up and do it before LeBron do it. Lord knows, please hurry up and do it. Because you know you got to be the first to do everything.
Everything.
So he say he'll be fine amid, you know, if it's the Giants, if it's the Raiders. What if it's the Jets, my bro? You think about that? What if it's Jacksonville?
Oh, that'd be sweet. You know, because, you know, that's where they from. The Sanders.
Okay.
Yeah, Sanders family is from Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay.
I can see that even working out.
You can see that working out?
Mm-hmm.
I can't. Here's why. They have this thing, this guy called Sunshine. I call him Sunshine. A.K.A. Trevor Lawrence.
He's injury prone.
And they just signed him to a contract extension. So who do you think they're going to keep? Oh.
That boy was signed to a contract extension too. And he asked to be
well, that was the
released.
trash actually being taken out. Okay. I will... See, this is the problem where you bring your co-host in and your co-host know too much.
That's the
This is
reason
the
why
problem.
I have a co-host.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, appreciate you, co-host. Good job. Way to be on. You was on that when you got me, and I let that one go. So, for those guys that didn't know, as you know, the background's a little bit different. Back home in Michigan, and I'll explain that to y'all a little bit later. So, anyways, I don't know. What if it's What if it's the Jets? What if it's Jacksonville? I mean, I see him drive. I see the message where he's walking up and down, you know, the strip, with in Las Vegas. But I don't know. I wouldn't like him in the Giants. I won't like him with the Jets, and I also wouldn't like him in Jacksonville. You know what? I feel like the black and silver is a really good fit.
Well, Shedeur could write his own ticket, so we'll see with the draft.
For my team who is not for the first time, I'm not looking at mock drafts, and I said this in prior shows. I'm actually looking forward to the draft, and I'm hoping the Raiders get it right and draft this young man. But y'all make sure y'all tank well enough to make sure you get him. AP already did it because they sat out Max Crosby already, so it's already starting.
The trash is taking itself out.
I see you, AP. All right, what's next?
Michael Vick takes the to take the Norfolk State head coaching job. Let's go HBCU.
Shout out to Michael Vick, man. Shout out,
baby daddy.
Oh Lord have mercy.
I love Michael Vick.
Shout out to Michael Vick, man, for taking a head coaching job. I mean, my brother has come. For those who don't know, this is why I have been an Atlanta Falcons fan. One of the reasons why. But I've also been a Falcon fan since Jamal Anderson. So that also tells you how long I've been a Falcons fan.
Yes.
But my dog's come a long way. No pun intended. It's come a long way. And to see him be railroaded, you know, from what he went through.
Literally railroaded.
And to come back, piece his life back together, clear out whatever debt, finance, whatever he had to pay off, and to come back on top, right? To put everything that was totally behind him, and to come back and become a head coach for Norfolk State. I got a new team to root for, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I love my Michigan team, and I love you guys dearly. As you see, every show outside of, you know, when I'm doing my sponsor shows, and I have on their articles of clothes, right? I'm going to be rooting for Norfolk State, man, because again, Michael Vick has done amazing things, right? Y'all act like y'all didn't buy Madden because what we knew Michael Vick was going to do on the game. We knew Michael Vick was a cheat code on the game to the point where we told people, hey, you can't play Madden if you can't play Madden and play against the homies and say, hey, dog, you can't use Atlanta. We really had numbers, like we really had rules like that, but I didn't care because, again, I could say, bro, that's my squad. I was able to roll between Atlanta and Detroit. 9 times out of 10, I rolled in Atlanta because during those years, we kind of stunk when Barry left. I couldn't even use them when we had Megatron because they G'd us so much. So I still rolled with Atlanta. But now Norfolk State is in play. I'm happy to see. I can't wait to see what he gonna do. I mean, I've already seen what Deion did with Jackson State. I was really excited to see what Ed Reed was going to be able to do with Bethune-Cookman, but that whole thing went sour. I'm wondering what his staffing roster going to look like. Which former players or coaches he going to come in with. But it'll be interesting to see. I'm pretty sure he's probably going to get some top tier quarterbacks because again, brother was a dual threat quarterback, right? One of the best that ever did it. I mean, we've had a slew of them. I mean, when you think about it, Warren Moon, Cordell Stewart, Andre Ware. There are. I can get in. The list goes on. Randall Cunningham. Again, the list goes on and on and on. But again, what they tried to do with my dog was paint him in the corner and say, "Oh, he can't pass. All he can do is run." Well, when he figured out to say to the NFL, "Screw y'all, and I'm just gonna do my own thing, and what works for me works for me." Now look what you got. You got people who like Cam Newton. You got Jalen Hurts. You got Kyler Murray. You got your Russell Wilsons. You got your Josh Allens. You got your Lamar Jacksons.
Yeah, definitely Lamar.
So my boy put his imprint on the game, right? It just took, I'm not saying that everybody else didn't do it, but it really took what he did to make an imprint. So shout out to my boy Michael Vick. Again, I'm saluting. I can't wait. I'm signed in. Let's go, Norfolk State. What's next?
Also in college football news, Bill Belichick has been confirmed to take the head coaching job at UNC.
Well, here's the thing. I told you guys Billy Boy needed full control.
He got it now.
And he got it. He's going to be able to get to control what players he wants, how they come in, the buy-in, the whole system. Now, the question is, can Bill Belichick take a 1-star, a 2-star, and turn them into a 5-star?
He said he's going to have a whole pro system there at UNC, so we're going to see.
I mean, I bet he will. Because, what's the whole pro system?
He's doing is just bringing the Patriots system to UNC. I mean, it's not doesn't require brain surgery.
That's what I was thinking. But if he bring the whole Patriot system to UNC, that also means he bring what? Both his bonehead sons, right?
Look, everybody need a check.
Hey, UNC. I ain't saying nothing, but I'm saying something. If y'all see Matt Patricia on y'all sideline,
don't say we didn't tell you.
Don't say I ain't warned y'all. That's all I want to say. If you see Matt Patricia on the sideline with Bill Belichick, get ready to fire Bill Belichick, man. I'm warning y'all now. But if you don't see Matt Patricia on the sideline, you might be safe. Because we know Bill Belichick don't call plays and he let his coordinators do his thing. But we'll see how that all pans out. So UNC, let's see what happens. I want to know if he can turn 1-stars into 5-stars. Can Bill Belichick turn 1-star recruits into Heisman Trophy winners?
Not overnight, but we're gonna see.
Deion did it, and he was never a NFL coach with 6 rings, 9 rings actually.
Well, you've been training with Travis since Travis was a show,
I'm just saying it's going to look weird with Belichick. I want to know if Bill Belichick going to be on the sideline wearing a hoodie with the sleeves cut off like he normally did in New England. You think he going to do that with the visor? Y'all going, is that happening? I don't know. All right, but before we get to the next topic, man, make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And again, we're almost to our goal, guys. New Year's is almost here, so please, please, please share this out to all your friends and your family, and help grow this channel. Appreciate you so much. What's next?
Also, in college football news, there has been a winner for the Heisman Trophy, and it's Travis Hunter.
As someone great to me said, lift them up before you tear them down.
Shout out to NikkiC.
Shout out to NikkiC. I gotta give flowers where they're due. Okay? Shout out to NikkiC.
Before you tear them down.
Build them up before I tear them down. Now again, I don't mind two-way players. Hell, my team had one. We had a great one. His name was Jabril Peppers. Do the research. He got slighted because again they say he didn't play both sides enough. Okay, fine, whatever. I get it. But and shout out to Travis for winning in the first place. Okay? Initially I had him winning, then I switched it because again, there was something about this other person that just seemed very, very special. Right? So I went and did some research. I see why Ashton is ticked. Had every reason to be mad, and here's why.
He did.
Ashton finished with 2,497 rushing yards. That is an average of 7.3 yards per carry. So that means every time he's touching the ball, he's getting 7 yards. For those who people don't know, right? 29 touchdowns out of 13 games. He had 344 touches in total. Right? And again, when it came to receiving the ball, they really didn't give him the ball to catch the ball. They just gave, hey man, tote this rock. And in every game, he eclipsed over 100 yards. In every game. Now, let me take y'all on a little history ride real quick. Because, man, I went and did some digging. And guess how far I stopped at? So far, I just got to 1976. So for those who know what happened in 1976, that is the year Tony Dorsett won the Heisman Trophy. Oh, yeah. I went that far. We did some numbers, right? And, it ain't right. It ain't right. Tony Dorsett, 2,357 yards. And finished second. Finished second.
Who was the Heisman Trophy winner that year?
Oh, he didn't win it that year. He won it his senior year. And still eclipsed 1,238 yards. And won the Heisman? Okay. Okay. You know what? Let's go forward. Because I'm done going backward. Let's go forward. You know who won the Heisman Trophy in 77? Earl Campbell. Earl Campbell won the Heisman in 77. Right? Look at these numbers. Earl Campbell had oh man, he played all 4 years. Finished with 4,443 yards and 41 touchdowns in his total career in Texas, right? So in essence, he basically averaged 1,000 yards per season. But in 1977, he won the Heisman Trophy. Not rush for 2,000 yards. No. Just 1,000 and some change. That's okay.
Well, that was a lot.
Okay.
For a running back.
All right. You know who won the Heisman Trophy in 78? Billy Sims. Another running back. Did not rush for 2,000 yards, but won the Heisman Trophy. Guess what? I ain't even gonna get into the numbers because y'all already see where I'm going. You can go do these numbers yourself. Let's go to the Heisman Trophy website. That's all you gotta do. Just listen to the names I'm telling you. Guess who won it in 79? Running back, Charles White from USC. You know who he beat out? 79? Billy Sims. Also, did not rush for 2,000 yards. Okay. All right, even though he became the number 2 rusher, right, in USC history, he did not rush for 2,000 yards to win the Heisman Trophy. But all right. Well, we on 79?
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going. No one won the Heisman Trophy in 1980?
Who, baby?
A running back, Charles Rogers.
All running back.
God, jeez, South Carolina. And guess what he did?
How many?
You know what Charles Rogers did? Something very special. You know what Charles Rogers did? He rushed for over 100 yards in every game. Well, that sounds very familiar, that doesn't it?
Yeah. High school kids don't do that.
No. Ashton just did it.
Oh, yeah, Ashton just did it, too. I'm just saying, back then.
He rushed for 100 yards in every game in his senior season. Right? And won the Heisman. As a senior, he ran for a 100-yard rushing streak for 21 straight games, totaling the nation's best of 1,781 yards, while only scoring, listen to this, 14 touchdowns. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go back to Ashton. Ashton has 2,497 yards and 29 touchdowns. What the fuck? Yeah. Y'all getting this history lesson? Y'all understand what's going on? Y'all catching it? 'Cause I'm telling you, this is weird, because guess who won it in 81? Another running back, Marcus Allen. Marcus Allen rushed for 2,000 yards. Guess what they gave him? A Heisman. So how are they judging this? How are they really judging this? In 82, guess who won it in 82? Herschel Walker, another running back. In 83, guess who won in 83? Another running back. Mike Rozier, rushed for 2,000 yards. Okay, I ain't giving y'all 84 because that was Doug Flutie.
That's a quarterback.
85, Bo Jackson. Really?
He was a two-way player.
Two-way player. But that was a two-sport player.
Oh, I'm sorry. He was a two-sport player. Baseball and football.
This is just mad disrespectful. If I was Ashton and I'm sitting here now, if he's reading the same thing I'm reading, I'm like, I ain't giving you 86 because that was Vinny Testaverde. He don't count. 87 was a wide receiver. Oh, the greatest of all time. Let's get to it. We all know who the greatest running back of all time is. And if any one of these fans in here, which might be only one, he may be the only one that I jump in the comments and might come in here and say Emmitt Smith, which we know the true answer. We know the true answer is Barry Sanders.
I already know what you're talking about.
Do y'all know Barry Sanders won, right, in 12 total games, right? Barry Sanders played 12 total games in his Heisman Trophy campaign year, right? And he rushed for 2,850 yards and 42 scores. Yo, this is ridiculous. I see why Barry won it. But that's kind of lopsided numbers like Ashton, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So why do you think they picked Travis Hunter?
Hype! It was this game. Now I feel like the Heisman Trophy candidate is now being based on this hype train. Because I just showed you guys, and I can keep going, right? We got 89 Andre Ware, 90 was a quarterback, 91 was a wide receiver, Desmond Turner.
I mean, and not to diminish what he did as a two-way player.
Oh, and not only that, the last Heisman Trophy winner from Colorado was actually in 1994, and his name was Sean Salam, who happened to be a 2,000-yard running back.
Mm-hmm. I mean, not to sleep on what he did. It's just...
I'm not sleeping. I said I wanted to build him up before I bring him back down and deflate him. I'm just trying to keep it a buck here, right? Like, you can't have... Let's stop acting like running for 2,000 yards is something that's normal, right? That is not normal. Being a running back in the NFL or in college is very difficult because you're taking a lot of hits. That's why the lifespan for a running back is different than these quarterbacks in every other position.
Yeah. 5 to 10 years.
So I'm not hating. I'm sure not hating because I was only going to compare my man to two people. I'm actually one. I was going to compare him to the great, the Flint legend Mark Ingram. I was going to bring up Mark Ingram, and then I went forward a couple years, and I said, "Oh crap!" After you go a couple years in front of him, in front of Mark Ingram, you find. Hold on, let me get back to him. King Henry. And then that was the last running back since then. And that was 2015. So y'all figure it out. It's been quarterback, and y'all ain't want to give it to another quarterback. I get it. Because you gave it to a wide receiver, then you gave it back to a quarterback, then you gave it back to another quarterback, and now you feel you had to do something different. But this, again, no shade to Travis. This definitely should have been Ashton's trophy. So, what's next?
Now, wait a minute. On December 17th, 2024 at 4:05 p.m.
Oh, you getting specific.
LeBron Ramon James made a post on X about Justin Jefferson. I thought he was leaving social media because it was so negative. So now you just pop back on?
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. That's what he said. He basically said sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. I thought he was leaving too. I thought she was taking a break, LeBron. What happened, dog? Or see, again, this is why I don't trust people when they make those announcements, right? Whenever somebody makes an announcement, they taking a break. They ain't finna take a break. They just still gonna be there. They just gonna be lurking in the bushes. They ain't gonna say nothing. They just there, but they want to say something. Or they ain't on their backup account. See, when I completely ditched social media, nobody knew. Just fell off. Then I just popped up, started talking about, football or whatever. Then people start seeing all these alerts from me. They're like, wait a minute, where you been? He wasn't even lurking in the bushes. So, LeBron, let's ask you this. Did you run because that pressure was too hot? It was heavy? Is that what happened, bro?
You and your boy bombing.
Because you came out with a fake foot injury out of nowhere. Both of y'all had a fake foot injury.
Both of them had a foot injury.
How both of y'all have a foot injury? I'm just so confused by that, sir.
At the same time.
LeBron Ramon James, you done lied. You done lied, sir. And I just want you to keep it real. Look, if you want us to raise up off you, right, just do what's right. I see y'all holding a showcase now that's going to let other teams come in there and give an honest evaluation about Bronny. But the question is that a move that you're making or that Jeanty Bus is forcing you to do? See, because I know there's always some ulterior motive. Or is this for, a showcase for Cleveland, and then you and him can go back to Cleveland? Is that what's going on?
I don't think Cleveland wants them.
Where else he gonna go?
They're on the road right now. They don't need LeBron.
Where else they gonna go? I mean, we are talking about the biggest narcissist in the NBA, so, I mean, that is his home, Cleveland. There ain't no other team in Cleveland.
So you just gonna move
Yeah.
the other players out? I doubt it.
We'll have to move a few of them.
I doubt it. That'll destroy that team. They're on a roll right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, to the players, I'm talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Mm-hmm. One of the best records in the NBA.
League
Yep.
right now.
Yep.
I wouldn't mess that up with LeBron and his bullshit. Because that's what it is.
Clutch Sports, baby. What's next?
All right. Ooh. Donovan Ham gets the last laugh as he goes 14-0 in the season tournament and wins his second in-season tournament. But the interesting thing is that Milwaukee didn't celebrate. How you feel about that? Hey, they left all that stuff.
Oh, I seen the
bottle of champagne, all of that.
The bottles of beer, the goggles.
They left all of that alone.
Oh my gosh, they didn't touch nothing. And when I tell y'all nothing, I mean Nathan, nothing. Not even a not one. No.
Not
and here's why.
Not one beer was cracked.
I wonder if this is because my man Donovan Ham's been sitting back and watching all of us in these YouTube streets, right? Especially like my man Ticket, who definitely been busting their head. Shout out to Ticket TV, right? Shout out to Dreamers Pro. Shout out to Charles for keeping it a buck, because again, he stay on them too, because he's always a realist. He kind of doesn't lean one way or the other. He's kind of right in the middle. But if you guys get an opportunity to check those two channels out, right? But they both are saying, like, what is wrong with Donovan Ham as a coach? This is on y'all. Y'all couldn't get past Denver. Y'all stopped playing. So the fact that my man, one, showed that he didn't care about putting up that banner, it looked like y'all King did. That would be LeBron, Ramon James.
Yeah.
But then again, he always got to be the first one to do something.
Right.
What also makes me feel like that was kind of handed to him. But he's also 14-0. You said he's 14-0, right?
Mm-hmm.
And 2-0 in this in-season cup play. JJ, are you getting close to any of that? I mean, can somebody
Socrates.
please find Socrates for me? And Aristotle and ask Mind the Podcast to come over here to AwwDacity Sports to come holler at me. Because I got some questions. We all got some questions.
I think Donovan Ham seen what it did to the Lakers last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, once they won that cup,
Mm-hmm.
their play went to shit. They just went downhill. They went on the skids. And I think because Milwaukee is in a great position for the playoffs, Donovan is like, let's get this money and let's go, because we got Cleveland tomorrow. We ain't got time for this.
I think that was Donovan Ham's first approach. I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was his approach the first time with the Lakers when he was the head coach. He didn't want to celebrate, and again, they want to have a whole parade for this shit now, which again, I don't understand, but it be what it be. Again, shout out to Doc Rivers for understanding the message, man.
Yeah.
Damn. Could have
Doc
been more
got
messed
it.
up.
Yeah, Doc got it.
Doc said, hey, let me talk to you, D-Ham. When you won that in-season tournament, what happened? D-Ham said, hey, man, told him, this some bullshit. This little tournament ain't about nothing. What matters is the end game, right? They all say, yeah. All right. We don't want to celebrate, right? No, but then somehow they end up celebrating.
That was all LeBron, Ramon James.
Right? So, Doc, you're a smart man. Way to keep your team in check.
Right.
Way to not celebrate that crap.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I seen people post, oh, I'm so glad Dame Leonard finally won something. You think Dame really care about this in-season tournament? No, Dame wants to win a real championship. Doesn't give a crap about an in-season tournament. Okay? If y'all ain't figured that out by now, then why y'all still watching sports? Just keeping it a buck. What's next?
Jimmy Butler says he wants to be traded to a winning team now.
Well, according to Miami, they say they ain't in no rush. Which sucks, which means he could be there the whole season.
Yeah.
But I said this, which team I would like to see Jimmy on? I would like to see Jimmy on Phoenix.
Yeah.
I'm keeping it short, keeping it sweet about this, because there's no need to go into it for long.
Mm-hmm.
Get Bradley Beal off the books.
Yeah, because he ain't doing nothing.
He ain't there. Send Bradley to Miami so they can buy him out.
Because they got the cap space when Jimmy leaves.
Because his trade value probably only worth probably a late second round, unprotected. No, has to be protected. Because we talking about Bradley Beal. I mean, the knees in the NBA is serious. It's like the John Wall effect, man. Half a season. Playoff times, man, I can't go. I think if you go to Golden State got to give up they got to give up Kuminga. They might have to give up Buddy Hield. No, that's too much young talent to give up. For Jimmy Butler, I get it, but he is an All-Pro. But I don't think it's worth giving up all that talent. So Phoenix has different priorities they can deal with and make this work. So let's see what they do. Let's go Phoenix. Let's get Jimmy over there to the Suns. What's next?
There will be a new All-Star format this year. Let's get into the details. From what I've seen, I don't like it.
Okay. So the way this works is it's going to be 24 players selected, and out of those 24 players, there's going to be 3 teams. Each team's going to have 8 players, right? And then the winner of the Rising Star Challenge, that's going to be the 4th team. And then each one of those teams will play each other in a single game elimination match, and then the winner of those 2 matches will play each other for the winner, and the game's up to 40. Each game's up to 40. Well, that's just about as long as the last format.
Right.
I mean, 40 points is a long way. I know you can't put it at a hot 21, but damn, 8 players. They have coaches. They're going to be making subs. 40 points. What's the clock time? What's the shot clock time? The NBA will not be reconciled until we stop doing and stop supporting dumb shit. And this is dumb. The in-season tournament is dumb. So I guess we're going to have to give it a try. Unfortunately. We got to give it the good old one heel.
I guess because Adam Silver is trying to switch it up, but it seemed like just the...
If this shit is just as long as the All-Star... Go ahead and rewind last year's All-Star game when they had, they played to a certain amount of points. And then the overall, it was a combined score that equal to Kobe's number or whatever it was. But if this is going to be just as long, and it's just going to be a up and down, run and shoot, dunk game, then I don't think people are here for that. I think people actually want to see back to where it was when they played defense.
Yeah, because nobody's going to play defense. It's all offense, and
it's all alley-oops and 3-pointers.
Yeah, that's all.
Now, I think at one point in time, that's what we wanted, because we was like, damn, the game is too physical. It's supposed to be an all-star break, which means it's supposed to be fun. So ask yourself the question. Are we the hypocrites in this? I gotta ask. Because, again, it's a break. It's supposed to be fun, right?
Right.
They playing hard 82 games. Well, for some people, and, for those who don't load manage. But are we being hypocritical when we say, hey, we want more? We want y'all to play defense even on the All-Star break. Well, they tired, boss.
I mean, I get it, but it's just not the same to me, I guess.
I don't know. I'm just saying. So I'm all for it to run the gun. Makes it fun for me. I just think they need to make a way to make it shorter but funner. That's all. Because I remember as a kid when I watched the All-Star break, for me it was never about the defense because I was all about the offensive side of it at that time. But
Yeah,
hey.
for me it was like all the other stuff, like the dunk contest.
Mm-hmm. That's the fun stuff.
That's the fun stuff. Stuff that you get to see them have fun with.
Exactly. But the All-Star game ain't meant to be, you know, no blood, no foul type shit. I mean, I feel like that's what people looking for. But that's neither here nor there. All right, what we got next?
All right, so lastly we have the Detroit Pistons hang on to win by 1 point in overtime versus the Miami Heat. That was a wild game.
I don't know what it is with them in these 1 point games. I don't know what it is with.
They were ahead by 15.
I don't know
5 minutes left.
I don't know what it is with us between the third and the fourth quarter. I feel like every fourth quarter, Kate Turnham turns into a turnover machine.
Oh my God! Stop! Turning over and stop the bad shot selection.
Like,
God.
I don't understand. And then you turn around and you know what's going to happen. You know they're only going to look for one person because he's probably the new star of their team. You know they're going to give the ball to Tyler Hero.
Mm-hmm.
Deny him the ball. Stop with all these lackadaisical plays. That's the part that ticked me off. Right?
Because Tyler is a real shooter.
And, look, Jimmy Butler finished the game with a triple-double. Played 44 minutes, 35 points, 19 rebounds, 10 assists. 1 3-pointer. 1 block, 4 steals. That's typical Jimmy stat line right there, right? That's typical Jimmy stat line. Tyler Hero played 41 minutes, 23 points. I think 9 of those came in the fourth quarter. 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 from 7 from 3. 1 steal, 3 turnovers. Yo, what are we doing? There was nobody else that was a real threat outside of Jimmy and Tyler. I mean, Bam always going to do Bam do. He got 15 points and 8 rebounds, but again, that wasn't a real threat. The real threat was Tyler Hero.
Yeah. He said anywhere.
Or was the real threat Cade Cunningham and his 4 turnovers, Jalen Duren with his 5 turnovers. You know, Michael Beasley just went, you know what? Every shot for me is a 3. I mean, every shot was a 3. Cade Cunningham played 42 minutes, finished with a triple-double, 20 points, 11 rebounds, and a career-high 18 assists. Good job, Cade.
But he got to calm down on those turnovers in crucial times.
Yeah. 4 turnovers. All of them were like fourth quarter, rewind the tape, you see him go right in the coffin corner and get trapped. Like, what are you doing? Get to the middle of the court, man. Run the offense from the middle of the court. Stop trying to run it from the corner. Michael Beasley, 41 minutes, 28 points, 9 for 18. Check this stat line out. 7 for 13 threes. Who went 7 for 13? Every shot for this brother was a 3-pointer.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of the couple that he dunked. Tim Hardaway played 36 minutes with 16 points. Jalen Duren played 32, 9 points, 16 rebounds, right? And again, I was worried about my twin, Asir Thompson, but hey, he came out the ball. 19 points, 9 rebounds, but 5 turnovers. So you got Thompson with 5 turnovers, Duren with 5 turnovers, Tim Hardaway with 5 turnovers. That's 15 turnovers right there.
Mm-hmm.
Not include. Come on, man. We got to do better. We got to do better. So, but before I sign out, before I let everyone know, I want to thank everybody for prayers and well wishes. As of December 14th, my father has officially transitioned and officially passed away. So I am saddened, truly hurt. So that's why my background's a little bit different. Back home, I take care of business. But I want to thank everybody for the continued love and support.
Yes.
And again, for the constant prayer. But continue to pray for us, because again, I'm pretty sure I still need it. And thank you for everything. But this is your boy J2DaR signing out from AwwDacity Sports. I'm here with your favorite co-host, Miss NikkiC.
All right, y'all.
And we'll catch y'all at the next episode. Peace.
Peace.